Now, before I go to these results, in the court file, it is indicated, Mr. Weatherspoon, you brought another case. Because you questioned paternity of her 1-month-old son, Elijah, as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
So when I say paternity issues repeat themselves until they are resolved, that's the truth. How do we get to the point where a 1-month-old baby, another baby, has a question of paternity over its head? You don't know if this baby is yours either?
No, Your Honor, I do not. I do not know if that...
So tell me how this started.
Well, Your Honor, this all started, I actually had sex with her actually one time. Throughout this time, you know, we was broken up or whatever, but I had no clue that she was seeing a guy from work. She never mentioned that to me. So, you know what I'm saying? My man, I don't know what my man was. I came over one time, we talked. It was the heat of the moment type thing, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? But whole time she was in a relationship with another guy.
I wasn't in a relationship with the other guy.
Yeah, no, she got this thing with just putting babies on me and just telling me babies is mine.
Well, you the one sleeping with her.
Yeah, I mean, I slept with her at a point, but at the end of the day, you already in a relationship with somebody else. So you bypassing this relationship that you're in, that you having sex with a guy on a constant basis to a guy that you slept with one time.
But at this point, you're broken up. How do you know she's with somebody else?
She admitted it to me. It was times where I came to pick up Cameron, Your Honor, and I've knocked on the door. I've been outside for maybe 5 minutes. I can hear feet inside the house.
You never saw that.
You hear what?
I can hear feet running inside the house like somebody looking out the window. Yeah, feet. I can hear feet outside.
Feet, honey.
You know what I'm saying?
So you just assumed
like
that
somebody
it's
was
the guy that
running
I'm
trying to
with.
hide. Like they was running trying to hide.
Could that be the children?
Oh no, you know children's foots from grown men feet.
Oh, these were heavy.
Yeah, they was heavy feet. Yeah, they was heavy feet.
Were you sleeping with a coworker, Miss Ferguson?
Yes, I did sleep with a coworker. But when he came to my house, that wasn't even a coworker that I was sleeping with.
Oh, so it's another guy.
It was a whole nother guy. He never even saw the coworker. So I don't understand why he studied throwing that up in there. That wasn't even him.
So there were other men at your house?
Yeah, but it was only one man at my house.
So why was he running through the house when he not
It wasn't him running. It wasn't him running.
So why did it take so long for you to open the door?
I thought it was Aaron, so rent a center or something. I didn't even know. I didn't even think it was you.
Your Honor, when I finally
But when I realized that it was actually him at the door, that's when I opened the door.
When I finally get into the house, the man sitting on the couch looking at me like he run the show. You know what I'm saying? So I asked her, where is my son? She said he's in the back. So I asked her to go get him. I get him, I leave. I called her later on that day and told her, you still doing it. You still bringing men around my son. And that's when she pretty much admitted to me that she was messing with another coworker.
The kids was in the room.
And so by the time baby Elijah's born, you don't believe he's your child either, but you do admit you slept with her that one time.
Yeah, that one time.
With no protection.
With no protection. She just got a thing with, she got a thing with saying that I'm the father. I actually got evidence, Your Honor.
Let me see this evidence. Jerome, will you hand me that, please?
Proving that every time something...
What is this evidence, Mr. Weatherspoon?
Every time she's in the situation, she texts me when she get herself in a situation and try to pin the baby on me.
All right,
but
so
why
let's
would I want to do that? You ain't nobody.
Say. So in your mind, she's dating somebody else, so you get these text messages that say, from Miss Ferguson, what we doing about this baby? And you write back, I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Ferguson says, the baby that I'm pregnant with, which is your child. And you text back, LMFAO.
Like it's a joke. I was trying to figure out what was funny about it.
So Miss Ferguson says, so this situation is a joke to you? And you write back, no, it's just funny you putting a baby on me once again.
This man.
So Miss Ferguson sends a video that looks like your belly.
Yes.
And you send back, for real, who baby is that? Then you write back, Miss Ferguson, Cordero, stop playing with me.
For real.
For real, this is your blanking son.
Yes.
Good Lord. All that going on over text.
Yes.
Because he's denying this baby again.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so during the window of conception, we need to find out what in the world's going on.
I submitted a calendar.
I would like to see that calendar. So in October, you indicate you were intimate with Mr. Weatherspoon.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that was one time
One time.
during the month of October.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And now, in the red, you found out 3 months later you were pregnant with Elijah in January.
Yes, Your Honor.
How did you find out you were pregnant?
Cordero actually told me that I looked pregnant. And once he told me that I looked pregnant, I took a pregnancy test. But I was still having periods. So it kind of, I wasn't really sure was I pregnant or not. But I mean, I really did have a pudge. So I did a pregnancy test and it was positive. I ended up going to the ER and they did an ultrasound and I was 13 weeks pregnant.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. You found out you were 13 weeks pregnant.
Yes.
Now, when was Elijah born?
July 10th.
You say you were intimate with your coworker when?
The end of November, beginning of December.
So November, so we count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got October is when you identified that you were intimate with Mr. Weatherspoon. And in your mind, Mr. Weatherspoon would be Elijah's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You counted back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I object that calendar because it's completely wrong, and she knows it. Your Honor,
How is it completely wrong?
Your Honor, the woman was actually due in August. So if you count back from her original due date in August, I don't know.
So you are saying Miss Ferguson was actually due in August?
Yes,
I was
Your
due
Honor.
August 1st.
Okay.
So it really isn't a big difference.
So, yeah, she was actually due in August. I don't know what persuade that date to make her have that baby in July, but she was actually due in August. So if you count back from the date from August, you get November. So where's...
And that's when she said she was intimate with the other guy.
Exactly.
So
But I had
November,
Elijah 2 weeks early.
other guy.
I had Elijah 2 weeks early, Your Honor. 2 weeks. I had him at 38,
Well,
37 weeks.
we can't predict when babies are due. That's why they give us a window of conception. But when a baby's early and you slept with 2 different men in a span of 1 month's time, that is what we call a paternity question. Did you ever tell the other guy about the baby?
Yeah, I told him when I first found out I was pregnant
Why?
because I didn't want to talk to him no more if I was pregnant with another man baby.
How do
Okay,
know
so
it was
you
my
say
baby?
you told him just to break it off
Yeah,
with
just
him.
to break it off
Are you
with him.
sure you weren't telling him because it was a possibility that
No,
he
Your
could be the biological father?
No, Your Honor, I just didn't. I just wanted to break it off with him because I knew it wasn't his baby.
And so do you know where this guy is? If in fact Mr. Weatherspoon is determined to not be Elijah's biological father.
Yes, he's back in Chicago.
And when she said that, I can just see the grimace on your face, Mr. Weatherspoon.
She know this man every movement. So she, in her mind, she know that it's a strong possibility that that baby belongs to that guy. You know what I'm saying? She actually told that guy before she told me she was pregnant.
Really? Miss
I don't recall that.
Ferguson.
I don't recall that.
How do you know that, Mr. Weatherspoon?
Because she told me, because look, when I told her that she looked at pregnant, she did go take a pregnancy test. But I asked her, I said, did you tell that guy? She said, yeah, I already told him. So that's how I knew she had told him before she told me.
That's a lie. I never said that.
That's what she told me on the phone.
I
She
never
said, I
said
already talked to him and I already told him. And I'm not gonna lie, I asked her, can I talk to that guy? Because I wanted to know if she really told him.
He even
for real.
talked to the man. The man even told him that we only did something one time and that was it. He even talked to
The man was
himself.
trying to lie to get out the situation. And I could tell I told her, don't say nothing to the man till I get there. That's what I told her. She already hurried up and called that man and coached that man before I got there.
I didn't coach him.
I asked her, I said, did you talk to this man before I came? She
I
said
didn't.
no.
So has
didn't
the
coach
other
him.
man ever met Elijah?
No, Your Honor. He have not.
Have you seen Elijah? He's just 1 month old.
I just saved him right there on that screen.
That's the first time you've seen him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Actually, she had called me, which I really did still get a good look at him. She had no ride from the hospital at this moment, and I feel sorry for her because, I got my first son with her, so I'm not gonna leave her out bogus. She needed a ride back. From where we was at, they don't let you leave the hospital with your child unless you have a car seat in the car to take him home.
That is correct.
So I came up there, picked her up, you know what I'm saying, and I dropped her off at her destination.
And you saw the baby that day?
No,
Yes.
he didn't.
But you didn't participate in...
He didn't
I really didn't
see
see him because, his face was kind of covered, but I looked back and took a glance.
Ms. Ferguson, you've been very matter-of-fact throughout this hearing. Everything Mr. Weatherspoon says, you crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, you this, you that. But I have to say, as a mother, you've now had 3 children in the span of 4 years. And you're raising these children by yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 of which, the man you say is the biological father doesn't participate, won't help, and denies.
Nice, yeah.
That has to hurt.
It does.
What does it feel like going through that?
It just feel like I'm all alone, and I just feel like I'm a failure sometimes to my kids because I feel like my kids deserve a father. Sometimes I take the blame because I know I was wrong. I'm not sitting here trying to put it all up on him. It was both of us. But I feel like him doing the kids like that, I just feel like that's a whole nother level. Whatever me and him going through, he shouldn't put the kids up in it.
You put the kids in it.
How did I put the kids?
Because if you would have never surrounded yourself around certain men and had intercourse with those men, and had sex with me, maybe we'll know what's going on. But see, you wanna do something with another man and then do something with me, and it leaves us all confused. And that's not right. So that's why I say I feel like she's the reason why we even in this predicament. Don't have sex with me knowing you in a relationship.
I wasn't in a relationship.
Well, you having sex with 2
But
guys.
Mr. Weatherspoon, I hope you do know you have a large part to play in this, okay? And it kills me. Jerome, I ain't never seen too many people. These 2 don't agree on one thing.
2 different
But possibly having all these babies. You haven't agreed on one thing in an hour. But steady possibly making babies and bringing babies in the world. It's ridiculous. So while I appreciate the fact that Ms. Ferguson's sexual practices they're important to us finding out the paternity issues, please don't think I believe you were innocent in this. I'm ready for the results, Jerome. Hand me the results. The first result is for Aiden. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Weatherspoon versus Ferguson, when it comes to 3-year-old Aiden Ferguson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Weatherspoon, you are the father. You truly look shocked. That little boy you've been ignoring, that's your son.
Feels good.
And what are you thinking? I see your mind racing. I can see it behind your eyes. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but it's her fault.
It's my fault.
It's her fault.
You're not angry at her, you're angry at yourself. In moments like this, there's a young boy who's 3 years old, whose father has admittedly neglected him. That was your choice. You can't change what Miss Ferguson did. What I'm not gonna let you do is put it all on her. You know you slept with her. So you were a possibility. We have another result. This result is for Elijah. In In the case of Weatherspoon versus Ferguson, when it comes to 1-month-old Elijah Ferguson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Weatherspoon, you are the father.
No now.
Are you all right?
What am I tell them kids? I've been missed out on one of them for 3 years. I wasn't there for this one. What I'm gonna tell them kids?
You just gotta be there for him now.
Elijah, at least he will have the opportunity to know you from the beginning. You'll never get back the hospital time and the birth, but you can say you brought him home on the first day. Because Elijah's not gonna remember this. But Aiden knows that he was treated differently, and we are going to start changing that today. I would like to meet you in my chambers so that you can see your son and begin to form the kind of bond he so desperately needs and deserves. You understand?
Yes, Your
I'll see you in my chambers. Court is adjourned.